first time I've seen you at home here with a loss after 15 straight wins, so proud of our team's effort, winning 15 straight at home. Unfortunately, tonight we got outplayed and lost to a good basketball team.
Coach, where did you get outplayed? Can you explain what happened?
Well, I thought they shot a very high percentage in the paint, 38 points in the paint, and Pirtle had an extremely effective game against us with 29 and 13, and he had 4 assists.
You'd obviously scouted for Pirtle. What were kind of the keys for you going into the game, and what parts of those things just weren't executed tonight?
Well, you try to keep the ball out of his hands best you can, and once he touches it, and then we tried to double team him, and he was able to find some shooters, got a few threes, and then when we didn't double him, he scored on us, and then he had 6 offensive rebounds. So you try to block him out, but he's a very smart player, and he was extremely effective.
Is this a player, probably the only player you've seen all season that dominated you guys the way he has, just as an on an individual standpoint, and is he the best player you guys have seen this year? Or?
Well, he had a terrific game against us tonight, and he's a terrific player, and I'll leave it at that. And look, you play a lot of great players throughout the Pac-12 season, and he's certainly one of them.
Jordan and Julian. Good.
Could it be a fair assessment? You guys made some runs throughout the course of the game. It just seems like you guys kind of just couldn't get out of your own ways. You brought the lead down as much as 7 points. Would that be a fair assessment?
Well, the first half we had foul trouble. We had 4 guys with 2 fouls, and it really hurt our rotation, our offensive rotation, because if you give up 40 points in a half, you need to score with the other team, and we only had 30, which is way below our average. We had 10 turnovers, and we didn't have the flow after the first few minutes because we had so much foul trouble. So that hurt us. In the second half, we only had 1 turnover. We turned the ball over 10 times in the first half, and obviously at halftime we addressed that, and they came out and did a nice job. Only 1 turnover in the second half. And we cut it to 5, and then we had a few plays where it could have gone either way, and they made some shots and we didn't. So they were able to extend their lead back up to 8 to 10.
Andy, this is the 5th game in a row that you guys have scored below your season average. Do you think teams are starting to adjust defensively at all to what you're doing?
Well, everyone's scouting in this league, but there's scouting all year long. So even the first few Pac-12 teams we played, but there's a style of play. I mean, Utah is good defensively, and the number of possessions when you play Utah and Colorado probably aren't going to be as high as when you play some of the other teams in our league. But everyone's a good basketball team, and everyone does things a little differently. But Utah played great today, and I'm just going to give them credit because they outplayed us.
The free throw disparity was pretty big. They had 8 more points than you guys had on free throws. You guys had no attempts even in the first half. Do you think your team was aggressive enough tonight?
Well, we would like to get to the line a little more, and that was a huge factor in the game. We didn't shoot any in the first half, and then we didn't shoot free throws until 13, 14 minutes left in the game.
Coach, you guys attempted 14 3-pointers the last game, 17 this game. Is that, like, I'm used to seeing the team like in the 20s when it comes to 3-point attempts. Is that a shift in philosophy, or is that just both?
Well, you need to take what the defense gives you. Tonight we made 10 for 17, 59%, and we shot the ball well enough to be in the game, but we gave it too many points in the paint, and we didn't get to the foul line, as he just said. So when you only shoot 6 free throws in a Pac-12 game, that's not nearly enough.
After having 9 assists against Colorado, the team had 10 tonight. Would you give credit to Utah defense, or would you like to see?
I think we had 12. We had 12 assists, 11 turnovers.
Do you still want to see a little bit more ball movement from the team?
Yeah, I thought it was in the first half, especially when our rotation was different because of the foul trouble. We got stagnant a little bit, and the ball was sticking too much, and we need to keep moving the basketball. Especially when Julian Jacobs had 2 fouls and came out, and then he really is a catalyst with Jordan to get the ball moving and the penetration. And then we had some turnovers that were probably more on us than were on Utah.
Coach, you missed Clark again. When will he be back, and how much did you miss him tonight?
Well, the teams we're playing right now are very physical, and so whenever you play physical teams, Darian's our best rebounder per minute, one of the best in the country, and so yes, we miss him, but he has an injury. Injuries are part of the game. Other teams have injuries, and we just need to our players that are playing need to take up the slack until Darian can get back, and we hope he gets back soon.
You've been pretty complimentary of the team's effort level throughout the whole year. These last two games at home, especially the first half, what were your thoughts on the effort level?
I thought our effort was okay. It just our execution was not very good. And look, our team, they practice hard every day. They play hard every game. And yeah, we have our stretches like every other team does. But when I think of our team, we've never had to coach effort with this team. Now execution usually wins games, but hey, they're 19-8. They're not going to get down on our players. We have 2 big road games coming up this week, and then we have 2 home games to finish the Pac-12 season, and we have a chance to win a few more games. But we also know that we could lose all 4 because the Pac-12 is so good.
What's most important to you as you head on your last road trip of the regular season?
What's most important?
Just in terms of what you feel like your team needs to change or do better on this last road trip.
Well, I think we need to obviously look at the film with the points in the paint. You're not going to beat teams when you give up 38 points in the paint, and the majority was their post players. So that means they're getting the ball too deep, or their offensive rebounding, or Perto was 11 for 13 from the field, and Reyes was 2 for 3, and Loveridge got to the rim, or Kuzma got to the rim twice. So that's a big point of emphasis for us.
Anything else for Coach?
Yeah, thank you.